Jason Wilcox finally started his position as technical director at Manchester United. Reports are saying that he's been tasked to overarch the overall playing style and the development within the first team and the academy. What is that all about? And also, reports came out to say that he's there to oversee Ten Hag, to keep a little bit of an eye, being a little bit of an overcoat to see how he's developed, and report back to the Ineos management to say, is it good enough? Will he cut the mustard? Let's talk about this report, but also Dan Ashworth is also being rumored to speculated that Newcastle has given the green light, and figures coming out in the media to say 6+6. What is this? We have the finger on the pulse on this one for months. We reported that the deal has been done in principle, and we're going to break it down why. And also, what is this story about Tomash Tuchel? Is it paper talk? Is it agent talk? Is it something that carry legs? If Ten Hag gets dismissed, will Tomash Tuchel be the manager? Let's find out together. This is Mick Ruby, of course, Mufc Realist TV with Beat the Press Morning News. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, because here we go.
Has the Premier League ever been more challenging?
Right, well, I feel welcome. Dit is my home and I want to achieve success. Okay?
Radio, welcome back. Good morning to everyone that's tuning in. And let's dive in straight into the paper talk. You know the drill. And we are here to criticize the media. First and foremost, I'm an independent journalist. I'm not attached to editorials. Hence, what you see is what you get. And this is my opinions and my research alone. Let's start with Jason Wilcox. First and foremost, congratulations for starting. We've been waiting for Jason Wilcox to start as technical director. Let's just emphasize on the word technical director. Now, some reports are saying that Wilcox has been tasked to implement an overarching playing style vision for Manchester United in order to ensure recruitment is within the vision specific or philosophy or style of play instead of current scattergun approach. This is according to the James Ducker from the Telegraph. So let me just first and foremost start by saying his job description is technical director and, player development. So that means that Jason Wilcox is attached to be the bridge between the academy and the first team. So, of course, you're going to, implement the overarching playing style, which is in the vision of the first team and the manager. So what is the style of play? What is the style of play? Have Ineos already set the style of play, or is it referring to Erik Ten Hag's style of play? That's a big question we need to ask here, 100%. And the scattergun approach has been, of course, undermining the manager and just recruitment of shirt seller on commercial values that doesn't not really fit what the manager wants. We're seeing Jose Mourinho apparently going out and speaking that, there's certain place in his squad, he didn't get the backing, the managers was undermined, and the club was apparently recruiting players because of shirt selling value. Now, this, according to my opinion, is now changing. Of course, Wilcox is here. He's the first one out of the new establishment. Omar Barada is coming in summer. Dan Ashworth expected to be announced this coming couple of days. So what is his actual task? Now, another issue that I want to also talk about, because there was widely reported yesterday that he is there to also keep a close eye on Ten Hag, to give him a trial period. But, his actual role is to look at the academy and how they're training with the first team and to say, well, can these players fit in the first team, X, Y, Z? So I don't believe that the media is got this right. And this is my opinion. If you look at his task, what he's there to do. And of course, since there is no sporting director, he's kind of acting as an interim sporting director and head of recruitment to just make sure that the recruitment in the summer is flawless. The biggest points here is the out in the summer. That's my opinion. So moving on to the next story, I want to speak about the media relations with Manchester United and the current latest link with Tomash Tuchel. I say don't get savvied away from the constant stream of Ten Hag replacement rumors in the mainstream media. Remember, the agenda is editorial, not servicing us fans. Hence why I'm here to put my thoughts to it. Tuchel's name might be making the rounds, but most paper talk and agents chatter. This is my assessment to it. It's clear and obvious that Tuchel is leaving Bayern Munich. It's clear and obvious that he's looking to return back to Premier League. Hence, the reports come out to say that, hey, my client is looking to take Manchester United job. Hey, I'm even looking to take Liverpool job if the job is there because my client is out of offer. But there has been no conversation between Manchester United and Tomash Tuchel. So let's just nip that one in the bud at the end of the day. Now, speaking about the managerial position, Sir Jim Ratcliffe has said it himself, like, fans need to have patience. They have no plan to replace the manager, and I know the fans are pretty angry with the way we sort of got through to the finals in the FA through, FA Cup, and everyone seems to blame it on the manager. But, however, Ten Hag has also ripped into the players afterwards. It's not acceptable. After the halftime, the only ones you saw celebrating were when the penalty went in from Rasmus Højlund was him and Christian Eriksen. The rest went head down in shame, straight to the dressing room. Apparently, Ten Hag did not have any of it and ripped them into shreds, which is fine, which is what we need. So players need to take responsibility. And this is something that Ineos has probably recognized because they were there watching on the stand and say, this is not good enough. Therefore, Ten Hag most likely will be back because there's no other managers available. Tomash Tuchel is a rumor. Nagelsmann is a rumor. A lot of clubs are looking for managers, and it's not part of Ineos' plan, as for my understanding. I did a report regarding what is the initial plan of Ineos, and actually this got a little bit confirmed by Sir Jim Ratcliffe after he finished his marathon to say, fans just need to have a little bit of patience. The first priority is to get the new people on board, and it will take them 6 to 12 months to get warm into the roles. So the manager position, it's out of the question right now. It's not a switch of a light bulb or whatever, light switch, what they say. So I would just call it a spade a spade. I just call it paper talk at the end of the day. Now, the final story of the day is to look at Dan Ashworth. What is the situation with Dan Ashworth, as we consistently have been reporting here? 100% that this was doing the rounds on Twitter yesterday in some papers. The Manchester United will pay about 14 million for him, pounds, and do it in 3 years installments. And Newcastle are willing to give the green light for Dan Ashworth. And yeah, 100% they will pay immediately 6 million for Ashworth. Now, let me just break this down, since we broke this story more than 3 weeks ago. Then the deal has been done in principle. Ashworth is on garden leave. United has kind of made an agreement with Newcastle. Newcastle paid 5 million to Brighton when they poached him. Newcastle wants to recuperate that money. The sources what we got was to tell that Newcastle will demand 10 million, which United will pay. Maybe that will be installments, and 5 million to Ashworth himself as a compensation for leaving early. Why? Because if he leaves early, since he's on a garden period and notice period, he will miss out that 5 million compensation. So that is a sign-on bonus. Now, when is this going to be announced? I believe it's going to be announced very soon by the club, as what we saw with Wilcox. Typically, it usually happens on the Friday evening, but we don't know as of yet. The only answer that holds when is the club itself. But future looks good. Ashworth on board. Omar Barada starts also, and the next thing will be the head of recruitment. Who will that be? Well, reports are saying that is going to be somebody that doesn't have a garden leave, no other than Julian Ward. Okay, guys, this has been it. I have nothing more to say. Of course, we're playing football tomorrow, and it's the manager's press conference, which we are going to cover. Please enjoy the rest of your day, and hopefully we see you live later on. Thank you for watching. Take it easy. Bye for now. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching Mufc Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.